As we've been telling you this week, the DNC took over Chicago and the internet, and let's just say it wasn't without drama. And no, we don't mean drama with the candidates. It was vice presidential nominee Tim Walz's son that went viral online. Tessa Bennett joins us with more on this. Tessa, tell us how this story all unfolded.
Nicole, Walz's 17-year-old son, Gus, had an emotional reaction seeing his father deliver an impassioned speech to supporters on the third night of the DNC. It's important to note that the teen has a nonverbal learning disorder, so while many were touched by the loving moment, prominent Republicans were quick to take aim.
It's the honor of my life to accept your nomination for Vice President of the United States.
Minnesota Governor turned vice presidential candidate Tim Walz gave a speech on Wednesday intended to breathe life into the current election cycle.
We're all here tonight for one beautiful, simple reason. We love this country.
But it wasn't his words that stuck with people. Walz's 17-year-old son, Gus, had an emotional response to seeing his father on stage at the convention, mouthing through tears, "That's my dad."
Hope, Gus, and Gwen, you are my entire world, and I love you.
This heartfelt moment was talked about widely on social media following the speech, and while some were touched,
both Hope and Gus Walz tearing up seeing their dad up there. Oh, that moment.
Others posted harsh responses. Conservative commentator Coulter was one of the first to cast a stone, saying in a now deleted tweet, "Talk about weird." People were then swift to criticize Coulter, calling her a, quote, irredeemable monster, and saying she represents the worst of America.
I'm telling you right now, if anybody says anything mean about Gus, I'm not gonna be nice anymore.
Coulter wasn't the only public figure to post a negative statement about Gus. Republican Mike Crispy also posted and deleted a comment calling Gus stupid. But this one remained up this afternoon. A video of Trump's youngest son, Barron, Crispy comparing the teens, writing, "This is how you receive public praise from your father. Tim Walz's children are nobodies going nowhere." While Coulter ultimately took her post down, she said it's Democrats who go around calling everyone weird. Walz and his wife have previously talked about the fact that their son was diagnosed with a nonverbal learning disability, also known as NVLD, along with ADHD and an anxiety disorder.
There can be difficulties understanding nonverbal cues. There can be trouble with reciprocal conversation, with understanding that you're talking with somebody and not talking at them.
According to the NVLD Project, a nonprofit dedicated to raising awareness about the diagnosis, people with this disability often have trouble with social skills and spatial concepts. This harsh call-out from Coulter has also dredged up an old Comedy Central roast of Rob Lowe that turned into the roast of Coulter herself.
And Coulter, if you're here, who's scaring the crows away from our crops?
This online fiasco has opened a wider conversation among public figures about bringing someone's kids into the game. Former Republican and commentator Anna Navarro is standing by the Walz family, saying, quote, "Of course Republicans and Trumpers on social media taking shots at Gus Walz," adding that you have to be a special kind of heartless mutant to attack a 17-year-old. Navarro also saying when it comes to public scrutiny, she won't attack Donald Trump's son Barron as he's out of bounds. There are some Republicans coming to Gus Walz's defense. New York Congressman Mark Molinaro posted on X that Gus should be celebrated and supported, and that he's always believed in shielding children from attack.